Okay, today we're here to talk about another Netflix movie. Came out here recently called The Interview. Now, that one I think I'd seen on Netflix before, so I don't know if it came back. But this is the one that had all the controversy in it. It had, I think it was Korea was very upset about how Kim Jong-il was portrayed, and I thought that it showed a lot of promise. It showed a lot of originality. It was very interesting. You know, it may have taken some steps from another film previously, but I really think that they made it their own. Seth Rogen was very funny in it. He was very lovable. You know, for me, Seth Rogen's usually very much hit or miss. Let me see. And he was actually working as one of the directors with Evan Goldberg. So that's interesting to me. James Franco was also in it. And, you know, it was a small cast. It was funny. It had nice twists to it. But, you know, it's no secret that these two interviewing entertainers were accepted into Korea to interview Kim Jong-il. And, you know, they're told by the American government, like, hey, if you get close enough, you know, here's some things that you can kill him and help his whole country. You know, we need him out. And so it's definitely not for children. You know, James Franco, Seth Rogen, they usually don't do kids movies. If you don't know that, know it now. But it is funny. The characters are likable. It is crass. It's definitely crass at times. And there were a few over-the-top crass comments and scenes that if they just cut those out of the movie, I think this movie would have gone from 6.5 stars to maybe 7.5, possibly 8, maybe. But they really seem to shoot themselves in the foot on a couple of occasions here where you're like, that's just too far, you know? But outside of that, you know, if you like that over-the-line edgy humor, I thought that they did pretty good with it. I don't know that I'd recommend it to watch. I'd say it would be okay to watch. You know, it's kind of one of those things that, you know, maybe have a backup movie ready if you're just like, no, But you've seen what these two have worked on before recently in the last 5 years. You know what to expect. It's not as over the top as some of their films, but it's not as, you know, edgy as, say, 40-Year-Old Virgin or, I mean, I think that's a pretty good example with Seth Rogen, where it's definitely edgy. It's definitely not for kids, but it's not over the top. And some of the movies just tend to do that. So give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you've seen it before, if you're checking it out on Netflix, let me know if it was worth it, or if you're like, yeah, I'm glad I had a backup movie ready to go. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe and comment.